Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So a couple days ago when I was cleaning out my room and my sewing supplies and everything, I had a little rummage through my fabric stash and I actually found or rediscovered some of my bridal lace, and I remembered that I always intended to use the leftover bridal lace to make some lingerie with. So I think it's time. I really feel like doing that today. I would love to use some of this to make a little bralette for starters. Hopefully that turns out well and I can try and make some more. But yeah, I think a bralette would be great. That seems like something that would be really simple to do. So that is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna try together with you. We're gonna see how this goes. In case you haven't seen my bridal lace yet, I will have the video linked in the info card up there where you can see how I made my wedding dress. But this is the lace. It is absolutely gorgeous and I do not want to let all of these leftovers go to waste. I also went out this morning and I purchased some Lingerie Elastic. Let me show you that up close as well. It's really pretty. It has a slight sheen and these little loops on the side. And it's nice and stretchy. I think I should be able to use this to make the straps as well as something that holds like underneath the chest. I was going to make a bra closure and everything and all sorts of kind of complicated things at first, and then I realized, why would I? It's gonna be a very non-supportive, non-structured bralette that I'm just gonna make to my size. So if everything goes well, I won't need bra strap extenders or like those bra hooks at all, and I can just, you know, have one garment that fits my body the way it is right now. So that's the plan, considering this is my first undergarment ever. Yeah, I just need to figure out a pattern or like the size that the cups need to be and everything, and then of course how I'm going to attach them to this elastic. Gonna have to go figure that out. I do think I'm gonna make a mock-up first in a different fabric. Little word of warning, they are hard at work again on the renovations in the apartment next door, so possibly I might not be able to talk to you as much as I would like today, but we'll see. Fingers crossed they are a little bit quieter today. I am working in this room where it should be a little bit more quiet, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's try a mock-up first, test out some patterns, and see what size I need. I think I have it figured out. I have here the side front and the front, the center front, I guess. And this should be the pattern for my cups. So then obviously I'm gonna use this as the bottom band as well as the strap. And then I think for this edge and this edge right here, I'm just gonna use this, sorry. Alright, I'm just gonna use this thinner elastic and then cover that up with a little bit of this lace that I have. It's a different type of lace, but I think it'll work with this. The color certainly matches, and I think that would be better than doing the sides with this as well. I think this is too thick to use everywhere. I think my time of talking is up, so I'll just start sewing and see you later. I finished a little test patch, or actually I made one of the cups. And this is how it came out. I actually really like it. I'm surprised by how well this lace does work. It's a very different type of lace, but I think it looks great. So since this one turned out fantastic, I'm gonna show you how I did it and while I make the other one. It's really simple. I just have the cup made of the two pattern pieces that I drafted earlier, and then in the back I've attached the lace onto an elastic and then the trim lace on top of that. So this is 3 layers. This is so far actually really simple to do. I'm curious how this will wear and how comfortable it will be, and how it will fit once I actually try it on. I can't really now. So we'll see about that later, but first let's make another one of these. Just realized I made 2 right cups. Let's do that again. I've been trying to attach this elastic band to the cups, but there's something wrong, or I can't figure out what's happening with the tension on my machine. My bottom thread keeps coming up on the front no matter how I change the settings. So after trying for about an hour, I decided it's probably gonna be faster if I just hand sew it. So now I'm just whip stitching the elastic to the cups. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Actually, all there's left to do, it is almost done. All there's left to do is to close up the back. So I'm planning to do this in a way that the ends of the elastic, let me see if I can show you this. I want to make them kind of interlock. So I will fold one of them like that, and then I'll fold the other one inside it so that it sits like this. And I'll just sew across the top here. That seems like the most neat and secure way to attach this. And then I will cut more of that elastic and attach the straps. I'll have to measure out the right length, of course. Yeah, I think then it'll actually be done, because this is super simple. So yeah, let's do this and see where we land. And if there's anything I want to add or change or do after that. Ta-da! Here she is! My very first piece of lingerie. I must say my model of today isn't doing the best of jobs. This is the area, even though I did shape this or pad out this dress form to be more my shape, this is the area where I was least successful in that. But you can kind of see what it looks like, right? I have the lace around the front and then the side here. And from the back it looks like this. I ended up having to hand sew pretty much the entire thing. I just could not get my sewing machine to sew those very narrow bits of elastic. Whenever I would try that, there wasn't enough material for the guiding, what are those things called? Those little teeth on the bottom of a sewing machine that kind of guide the fabric through. There wasn't enough fabric for those to catch on, so the fabric wouldn't actually feed, or the elastic wouldn't actually feed through to the machine, and it would just keep sewing in the same spots. And if I tried to pull it through, then the elastic would get stuck on those little teeth, so I couldn't push it, like manually push it through either. Basically, I just couldn't sew the elastic with the sewing machine, and when I did manage to feed it through, it just wouldn't look good. It was uneven because I was obviously manually pushing it through. So in the end I decided that hand sewing would look nicer, which it does. I mean, it looks great, but I do think it's not going to be very sturdy this way. I just kind of whip stitched around the edges everywhere where this fabric or this elastic is attached. But you know what, I think it's okay, because just the nature of this bralette is that it's more of a decorative piece than a functional, practical piece of, you know, underwear. It's not meant for heavy use. It's just pretty, and that's pretty much it. There are many things wrong with it, and it definitely could have been better, but I am quite happy with it, especially considering that I drafted it myself. One thing I do wish I had done is to go for the white version of this rather than the cream. I thought it would look nice with the cream, like light peach, pinky colored accents on the lace, but it doesn't really translate the way I had hoped when I first started. I do think it would have looked better if the straps had been white, but it doesn't bother me too much. I mean, I think it still looks very cute and feminine and nice. This is how it turned out. This was not supposed to take 3 days, but my head just wasn't in it. I have to be honest, there is a lot going on right now, both in my life and in the world and just in general and in the house and the house next to ours. And there's just so much going on. I just wasn't in the right headspace. I kept making mistakes as well, like really simple things that I have done 100 times. I kept making mistakes on those. So I hope my next project will be a little bit more successful. I'll be able to focus a little bit better. But I think this is where I am going to leave you for now. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed joining me in my first lingerie making adventure. Perhaps there will be more to come, hopefully a little bit more successful as I learn how to navigate this a little bit better. But yeah, if you did enjoy anyway, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more sewing, but also fashion, beauty and lifestyle content. If you would like to support me through Patreon or my merch store, there are links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There is another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you so much for watching once again, guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!